I I've always liked, ever since I was old enough to remember wrestling, I remember Goldust
Yeah,
because he just stood out.
yeah, he's so
And
good.
whenever he's in the Federation in the feed, he's always so good. He's always quite thin, always in good shape, in
Ex-
general.
except like, except like about 6 months from now, I think he completely loses himself.
Doesn't he team with Booker T?
Yeah, he no, sorry, yeah, he teams with Booker T. Then I think he gets released at the end of this year or in the middle of 2003.
Yeah, because he gets
Um,
the stuttering gimmick.
yeah, that's right. And he kind of, I don't know, but he falls apart in terms of his looks and everything. He comes back, he's quite overweight, and he doesn't last long. But when he came back in his most recent run, I would say it's probably been his best run. Like,
Which is insane.
yeah,
Nine,
it's
it was
insane.
like
Like,
2010 he came back, and then no, because he fucked off again, and he came back again. He had that match with Randy Orton to fight for Cody's sort of career or whatever,
yeah, yeah,
and it was so weird because he hadn't been around, and the whole of Raw, like that Raw is one of my favorite Raws. They're just building him up the entire night. Here's him winning the Intercontinental title. Here's him come back. Here's him, and he has this amazing match with Randy Orton because they. What I liked about that is they both have really good snappy power slams.
yeah. They do. I love that as well. It's so good.
Bit of that. But JR says he's wondering what Goldust has been doing since 99. Well, since he left the Fed in 99.
Mm.
Tell you what he's been fucking doing. Creeping up on children. S7. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't, but I knew you were referencing something that actually happened and thought, yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right.
I'm not just making accusations. He had this gimmick in WCW. He was supposed to be like sort of like a Grim Reaper, sort of Undertaker type. But he would
Oh,
just
yeah.
creep on children in their bedrooms, and it was just like, this is weird. And he came out on his debut, big grand entrance. He fucking was like kind of dropped in and looked kind of scary because he had like all pale makeup, and he cuts a shoot promo and says a bunch of crap.
Yeah, he says about how he fucking hates this gimmick and he's just not
Yeah,
doing it and he's sick of being booked into another stupid gimmick and stuff. That's really cool and that was really clever from WCW too. That was back when they were very close to the top of their game when it came to booking people. Like, and I just think that was really really clever work from Bischoff.
do you know what the problem is though with Goldust or with Dustin? Because he's fucking boring as himself,
Yeah, yeah, he is. I
and that's why
remember like when I watched that match where it was him against who was he? Was it Mark Merrow or someone? It
it might have been Pillman. How would I know your memories? Sorry, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, it might have been. It was whoever took Terry Runnels away from him. Val Venus. It was
It
Val
was Pillman
Venus.
then.
Oh, Pillman. Sorry.
Oh no, though they did Pillman in '97 and '98, so it was like the rehash of the same feud because Pillman died during it.
Yeah, this was
So
'98, and
oh, it's definitely Val Venus then. Yeah,
Val
yeah, yeah.
Venus kicked the fuck out of Dustin Runnels and took Terry Runnels away, and like it seemed like the commentators didn't even have that much sympathy for Dustin Runnels. It was really boring. Like he was on his knees, just not talking and just being like, "This is this is bad. I want my
This is
wife
pretty
back."
shy.
Yeah, yeah. So it was kind of it was dull. But then you get Goldust, and he's just yeah, he's awesome. His movement, the Shattered Dreams is such a great move.
His moveset is completely different from everybody else. I love that thing he does when he falls down and slaps you in the face.
Yes, that's so cool.
His taunts are great. Like he's all around really good. Um, they don't really do this anymore. Obviously, the whole gay thing. They did that in the '90s.
Hmm.
Because I did an interview with Vince in the ring, and he's like, are you a faggot?" And
Jesus.
it's that thing. They're looking to get that word out,
Yeah.
but they're trying to pretend that the word just comes out of your body. So Vince would be like, "Oh, I believe you have some strange ideas of what you do," and Goldust is like, "I do not know what you mean, Mr. Announcer Man," because he likes to call people that. And Vince is like, "Well, you have a flamboyant lifestyle." And Goldust is like, "Yes, I am gold." And he's like, Are you a faggot?" And
Jesus
it's just like,
Christ.
there it is. They wanted to get the word out, and they pretended it was like, "I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?"
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, right, okay. But yeah, they completely took that out of the gimmick, so it's more about intimidation at this kind of era, is because I suppose sponsors and all that, and
Do you think
you know,
they could have ever done a Goldust title run, a heavyweight title run?
yeah.
Yeah, I think like
I wouldn't be able to tell you which time, which run, but yeah, at any point they could have just put the fucking rocket behind them as a heel or face. Probably as a heel would be better.
yeah, I think the brand extension time would have been a good time because they're giving heavyweight belts to people like Jack Swagger and stuff like that, and like even in like say, well, when was it like '08 or something when they started putting guys like Kozlov in the main event spot? Like
Oh, dude, I'm watching. That's the point. I've got Unforgiven 2008, and they have the championship scramble.
yeah, and Kozlov's in there, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like Kozlov,
He was in an elimination
Shelton.
chamber too. Like
Yeah, Shelton's getting a title match. MVP's the Brian Kendrick gets the title match.
what?
Yeah, he's actually in the Unforgiven the scramble match. He's actually champion,
Jesus
like
Christ.
for a period of time. So they were giving people a chance in that point.
I think a
Like,
Goldust title run would have been great.
yeah, even if it was like a day or a month or a week.
Yeah.
You know, maybe around the time he was with Booker, but I guess Booker was always seen as like the straight guy to his weirdness, so that's
Yeah.
kind of set up there. But whatever, even in 97, 98, he had a title match against Taker in like 97, I think.
Yeah, that would have worked too. Taker and Goldust should work really well together in that way.
Yeah. I think he threw powder at Taker, which was like made Taker look really weird because it was like glitter.
Mm.
Taker looks very feminine.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
That is funny.
But yeah, no, I think a title one would have worked for Goldust, and I think that not even mentioning, oh, I'm Dustin, I'm so and so's son. I think he got this character over enough. I think that was the whole point of creating the character when Vince kind of spoke to him, because he said he wanted to be just a son of Dusty.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy, it's over. You can kind of twist that and call yourself like the American Nightmare, or I think Cody calls himself that now, and do some sort of play on, whatever. And he was like, no, I want you to drop all that. I want you to have this gimmick. And to be fair to Dustin, he went all in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's part of his identity, like.
Yeah, because I think it's like Wrestling with Shadows, because Brett's going like, oh, there's this guy. I think they cut to Dustin. He's like, I don't feel like myself if I go out there without that outfit and that makeup and that gimmick, because it's just him.
He does it all himself, too.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy how, I mean, at this point, I don't think he did the crazy patterns. He's only started doing that recently.
Yeah.
Like when he was teaming up with Stardust, but I love the fact that he takes the basic look, and always adds and keeps himself fresh by changing little bits. Very subtle.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
But it's clever.